Hello, everyone. Welcome in. Sorry about that. We did have a bit of an error on the last stream. Microphone wasn't picking anything up at all, which was great. But anyway, we're back. It's going to be a quick video. It's basically just talk about a few transfers that we've seen and heard about. So the one I'm going to speak about straight away is Conor Gallagher. It's looking more and more likely that Conor Gallagher potentially is coming to Newcastle, but it's all benefits Chelsea because Chelsea are looking to push the Frankie de Jong deal in. Whereas Newcastle really want this to be a loan. The only issue Newcastle has is there's 3 transfers on the table for Chelsea. All 3 of them are loans. The 3 loans consist of there's Christian Pulisic, who we're also going for on loan. There is Callum Hudson-Odoi, the other guy that we want to go in for on loan. The other guy we're trying as well for is obviously Conor Gallagher. We'll see what happens in regards to them players. Who knows? The one that I can bring exclusive details to you about is Pulisic. It makes sense for Newcastle to do the Pulisic deal. The only reason I'm saying this is because Pulisic brings in money. He sells shirts. He sells shirts which bring in revenue. Revenue helps towards FFP for Newcastle United. So that deal makes sense. The only issue with that is Chelsea's going to want a lot of money, but I've said this in the past. He doesn't fit the tactic of Tulic. If I've said his name wrong, I do apologise. The Chelsea manager doesn't fit that tactic. As you can see, you've got other players starting in that position rather than Pulisic. So Pulisic will probably revive his career most definitely under Eddie Howe. I have no doubts about that. But we'll have to see what happens in that sense in the future. I think Pulisic will be a definite deal that they will try and push if they can get the price right and get the price down. So don't quote us on it yet, though. If I bring anything, it'll come in the shorts, it'll come in longer videos about Pulisic and how he gets on, because I think that deal might happen. The other one is Conor Gallagher. I think that one's going to go ahead because Eddie Howe really likes Gallagher, liked how he played at Palace last season. So yeah, that one also makes sense. Sorry about that. That one also makes sense because Eddie Howe liked him at Palace last season. He had a really good season at Palace, and it makes sense to bring another English international in. Not permanently yet. It will be a loan, another loan on the table. But it looks like there's a few loans that exploring the opportunity of. Obviously, the transfer policy with Newcastle's changed because of the injury of John Joe Shelby. Obviously, we will have that issue with Bruno Guimaraes potentially. If he gets injured, we'll have that issue with lacking players in the midfield. So there's definitely cover that needs to come in midfield. So Conor Gallagher is that one player at the moment that I have on the list of the pool of players that I've looked at and I've heard and I've been given some news on by a very, very special guy, and I can't thank him enough. The other one is Ramos. Obviously, we heard that we were interested in the Benfica striker. I can understand that Newcastle have indeed pushed a bid forward for Ramos. The only issue with the Ramos deal is the price. The price is the fact that Benfica want money up front. The thing is, Benfica are going to sell him because he doesn't fit the manager's style of play. He's another player that doesn't also fit the manager's style of play. So they're going after strategic buys by the look of it. But they're just trying to strike a hard bargain. I think Ramos will be one that'll be one that comes towards deadline day. I don't think you'll see him in before the Manchester City game on Saturday. No, sorry, Sunday. The other person I think we'll see come in as well will potentially be Paqueta. I think Paqueta, if the money is right, because I think it was leaked last week about the Paqueta and Lyon wanting like 35 million euros. If that's true, I think Newcastle will meet that price tag. But they'll always try and drive a hard bargain because budget is really tight for the summer. So we'll see what happens in regards to Paqueta. I would never rule that one out. I still think Paqueta will be a Newcastle United player by the end of this window. It will surprise us if he doesn't, but I still think he will be. Another one is Broja, who also plays for Chelsea. He's admired as a player that Eddie Howe's looked at, but the only issue we still have is we're only allowed to loan one player from Chelsea. So we can't go and try and loan all 4 players. It's just not possible. It'll never happen. But the other players potentially could come on a permanent deal. Whether or not they do, it's all down to the club and how they see the transfer policy. I'd like to see, if I'm totally honest, this Ramos. I've not heard a lot about him, but I'd like to see him probably come in because he's 21 and he could do a job for us. I think the loans are really, really good. I think it's a good thought process about the loans. One player I really like is Conor Gallagher. I think he was exceptional at Palace last season. I think he was a really, really good player last season at Palace, and I think Eddie Howe can only make him better. But that's everything at the moment. That is potentially like everything that I can cover. At this current time, I think that's everything I can cover. If I get anything more, you'll see them in the shorts. Or I'll make an extra long video like this one with transfer updates and things, because there's going to be a lot, and I mean a lot, to stay tuned for over the next couple of weeks, because the deadline day comes to an end very soon. Well, not very soon, but it'll be here very soon. It's literally like 2 weeks away until deadline day shuts. So Newcastle's going to be getting the shift on and getting players in. But it has to be the right person. Eddie Howe said this in his press conference. He's only going to add to the club that benefits the club and makes it a stronger squad. He's not just going to add for the sake of adding. And people don't like the look of this Gallagher deal, but there's mixed emotions about every transfer that Newcastle did. Look at Chris Wood last season. So we'll just see what happens on the transfer policy front. It's all down to money and if they fit the tactic. But I think any player that comes in under Eddie Howe, their career will be revived. Look at Callum Hudson-Odoi. If he comes in, I think Eddie Howe will revive his career massively. I think he'll thrive under Eddie Howe. But if I'm totally honest, the three main players I would love to see come in at this moment in time. Gallagher, if we get him on loan. The other one would be Paqueta, if we can definitely get that Paqueta deal done. And Pulisic. I've always said I'd love the Ramos deal to come through. I think it might come through, but it's only if the price is right. But I think Pulisic makes sense for the club long term in regards to bringing revenue in. But yeah, that's going to be it for the live. Thanks everyone that joined in the live. It's much appreciated. If you are watching this back on YouTube, don't forget, leave a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel to keep up to date on any future updates on transfers, etc. And yeah, we are on the road to 1,000 subscribers, which is absolutely insane. So help us hit that goal. It's getting closer and closer. And I'll think about doing something very special for that video. But yeah, thanks so much for tuning in on this video. Let us know what you think about the transfers that have been linked to the club. Just leave a comment down in the comment section. I reply to basically every comment that gets left on the videos as best I possibly can. But yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Let's go Newcastle. Goodbye.